this is one where I might rant a bit or get a bit cross, because this is a stupid article from the Huffington Post by Daniel Welsh. This Doctor Who scene from 50 years ago should put an end to any tedious pronouns debate. The show has always been woke, one Whovian wrote in response to the clip. It wasn't about pronouns, it was about preferred pronouns. And I did skip down to see what the clip was. As you can see there, it's from the Pertwee era. It's very short. But let's read the article so I can get cross. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when Tennant is talking to the Meep, Dobby the house elf, sound like him. Old Yasmin Finney here, who plays Rose Noble, cooking the dad, as in not cooking to eat, Cucking, because they don't want to take his name. He's Sean Temple. She don't want to be called Rose Donna Temple. She don't want to be called Rose Temple. But anyway, whatever. The Doctor calls the Meep he, and she's supposed to be 15, so I'm guessing she hasn't been gender reassigned. She's non-binary, by the way, and how do they put it? Female presenting. But I'm certain no surgery has happened. 15-year-old, obviously, unless Donna allowed it to happen and signed forms. But I doubt that very much. So I'm sure all the big boy plumbing's down there. But anyway, she says to the Doctor, "Did you just assume it's pronouns or presume it's pronouns?" And he went, "Oh yeah, I think I did, didn't I?" It says, "Do you want to be a he, she, or they?" And then the Meep says, "The Meep prefers the definite preferred pronouns is the definite article. I am simply the Meep." And he went, "Oh yeah, I do that too," because he's the Doctor, isn't he? So that's what this comes from, right? But it's, as I said, it's talking about preferred pronouns, not actual pronouns, English and all that. Language. Anyway, right. The return of Doctor Who proved to be just what the Doctor ordered for fans tuning in to watch the show's first anniversary special over the weekend. Oh, excuse me. I've just eaten some crumpets. Got some English. And they're repeating on me. If the excitement around David Tennant and Catherine Tate's comeback to the franchise wasn't enough, the special also featured Heartstopper's Yasmin Finney as Donna Noble's on-screen daughter, Rose, as well as BAFTA winner Miriam Margolyes, lending her voice to a new alien adversary, the Meep. And it's new to TV. It's actually been around, since 1981 or something like that, in the Doctor Who comic, Doctor Who Weekly. Which I did get for a while when I was a kid. Right, and while the reception has been largely glowing for the hour-long episode, there's one particular scene that's unfortunately caused a lot of debate from certain critics. Indeed, the usual suspects. I wonder who that. I don't know. I'm not going to click on it. Daily Mail. Here we go. Unheard.com, GB News, and the Daily Mail. That's what the links take you to. I just thought I'd tell you that. Should have said Heartstopper to make the pun complete. Yes. Because the two hearts. For some reason, when I think two hearts, I'm always thinking of Virgil Sharkey, but that was a good heart, wasn't it? Why do I think two hearts? I don't know. Anyway. Indeed, the usual suspects have seized the opportunity to focus in on one throwaway scene that saw the Doctor and Rose discussing the Meep preferred pronouns, with the latter admonishing the former for making assumptions. All this will, be explained when we get down here to this. It later transpired that the Meep actually swerves traditional gender pronouns altogether, instead using the definite article. "I am always the Meep," the character noted, to which the Doctor remarked, "I do that too." But obviously we're not told about, the Meep's biological nature. Is it is it a gender, or does it have a male or female, or is it neither, or is it both? This is covered in the little clip that we're going to see in a minute. Since then, certain sections of the media have used the scene as an excuse to claim that Doctor Who has become too deep sigh woke in its new incarnation, but one Whovian has taken the opportunity to dispel this, except it doesn't. Twitter user Amy's Jedi shared a short scene from a Doctor Who episode that first aired in February 1972, yes, more than 50 years ago, in which the Doctor and his then companion Jo get into it about a certain alien's pronouns. Right, we'll play it. So the Doctor and Jo briefly discuss Alpha Centauri's pronouns, 1972. If you remember Alpha Centauri, not just a star in Doctor Who, it were an alien with one massive eye, a bit like Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc., but different. Right, hope this works. Hope you can hear it. I'll mute my mic just in case.
I hardly think Centauri would hurt a fly, would you?
No, I think he's rather sweet. Or is he a she?
Neither. She's an it. It's a hermaphrodite hexapod.
Oh.
There you go. She's an it and a hermaphrodite hexapod. So that's explained its biological pronoun, not its preferred pronoun, its actual pronoun. Because of its biological nature, not what it wanted to be. He described what it actually was. So, quote, "I've said Doctor Who has always been this way," one viewer responded, while another enthused, "Doctor Who talking about pronouns in 1972, king." But they've all missed the point, haven't they? Meanwhile, responding to additional parts of the scene, one Whovian pointed out, the wording has definitely not aged well, but Doctor Who has always been progressive. And this is this again. Is this the same clip? It looks like it, doesn't it? Probably the same clip. I'll play it again.
I hardly think Centauri would hurt a...
Yes, it is the same clip. Doctor Who discussing pronouns back in 1972. Oh, this is a new one, is it? Let's see. Oh, it says GIF there. Never mind. It's the same clip. Oh, do pronouns. Judging by your logic, Doctor Who died back in 1972. As I said, it's describing its biological nature. It's language pronouns, it's actual what it is, the Centauri. It's a hermaphroditic, whatever they called it. Not its preferred pronouns, not what it would like to be referred to as. Blah 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 blah. Is it all going to be all right? The second of blah blah. No, this shooting at. Oh, that's the end. So there we go. So all these people are idiots. Apart from Nerdrotic, right? Hang on. Did the BBC, Disney, bring back David Tennant for the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who to celebrate 5 decades of a brilliant show, or correct the Doctor's pronouns? Hashtag rest in peace, Doctor Who. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just Russell T Davies getting things off his chest, to be honest, I think. Gary. I think that's what's going on. And hopefully he's got it off his chest, and the rest of the 60th anniversary specials and shoot his season 1 can progress, as we would like. Hopefully, with some good stories. But Russell T Davies has always put his politics and whatever, you know what I mean, into his stories. He's an openly gay man, so he's always had a lot of gay and bisexual, things in his scripts. Captain Jack, for instance, and all that. So, which is fair enough, as long as it doesn't take away, as long as it doesn't distract from the main story, which it usually doesn't. But this was just plonked in there, just for no reason whatsoever. Anyway. But Wingrace says, I don't think it was that different from some of the stuff in Torchwood, to be honest, maybe a bit more forward. Like I said, it didn't put me off the episode. Sometimes, stuff like this, it like drags you out of it, doesn't it? Because you're like going, oh, for God's sake, here we go again. But this wasn't that bad. in my opinion. I think the story was strong enough, pardon me, for it to weather the wokeness. Although at the end, I was laughing at the end when, to cure themselves, spoilers, to cure themselves, they, Donna and Rose just decided to let it go. I think it's Disney, isn't it? Why didn't they bloody play that Frozen song? But they just had to let it go. And I did laugh, and I mentioned it. I've clipped it out. If you go into my channel and go to my clips, if there is a link for that, I don't know, but I've clipped it out. And so they're going to let it go. But a male presenting doctor, wouldn't understand. Women can just let it go. Like, no, they can't. That's one thing women don't do. Let things go. But anyway, right. So I've got that off my chest now, so we can carry on. We can move on. Yes, the show's always been woke. A lot of shows have always been woke. Sometimes you can be woke in a good way. Star Trek, for instance, and Doctor Who, and many other shows. But just like crowbarring stuff like this in for no reason, it doesn't progress the story or anything like that. It's just in there, just so they can say it, and they can say it. We've ticked a box. We've ticked a box. But anyway, right. So let's move on. Move on. Because I'm banging my mouse because I'm getting cross.